Friends, Doc South here, and I don't know. I just got to thinking. I guess I was kind of watching the news, and you hear all this stuff where one person's mad at another. Oh, that so and so's a bum, and that guy. Oh, look at what he did, and then you see all the crooks getting hauled in by the cops and stuff, and yeah, there's and maybe someone doesn't have quite the same view as you on one thing or another, and so you can find yourself getting sore at them, and there's a lot. I guess there's a lot of people you could be angry at, but you know what? Some days I don't think it hurts to think about all the people you think that you think about in the course of a day who you just dearly enjoy, who you dearly love, and I'm going to start trying to dwell on that myself. And I would suggest you try the same thing. Yes, there's stinkers out there, of course, but there's an awful lot of nice people. My wife, Sandy, for instance, you couldn't ask, I don't know, there's no way I could have a better wife than her. She's an absolutely wonderful person. Absolutely wonderful person. Um, Again, it's you just it's in fact words fail me, except that there she is, just glowing in the night. Just a really swell person to know. Uh, there were girlfriends before Sandy, and actually, as old as I am, we Sandy and I weren't together our whole lives, but some of those girls, absolutely wonderful people, absolutely wonderful people. Um, my kids, my kids, every member of my family, from my brother and his family, his wife and kids, and other members of the family. You couldn't ask for better. Some of the people at work, uh, they're 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 really nice people, and a pleasure to work with. I find. Uh, God, there's just so many. Really, if it would be a good idea to just kind of sit down someday and just dwell on the people in your life, present and past, and maybe some who have passed on, who were such an inspiration, so good to you, and really got you where you are now. Either, and not necessarily by handing you, $80 a day or whatever to become the person you are. No, I don't mean that, but they gave you the advice, they gave you the incentive to strike out on your own and do it, and backed you and loved you and cared what happened to you, uh, and wanted to see you succeed. I think of Chief Hoppy in the Navy, who was a tough old character. He was our boot camp commander, and my God, you were in real deep doo doo if he was mad at you. But he was mad at you because he had to be. That was his what he had to do, and when he was done screaming at you, the next day he'd be fine with you. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? He had to get you into ship shape, or die trying. And in a way, that was a sign of a good person in your life. He didn't let you slide when you were sliding. I guess would be the best way to put it. There are so many wonderful people when I think about it. And it wouldn't hurt, like I said, to just sit down yourself, maybe while you're driving, uh, maybe instead of listening to the news, just kind of dwell on some of those really cool people that were out there at one time or another in your life. All the members of the rescue squad I ran with in North Carolina, down in Wilson. Whew. Not a bad one in the bunch. Not a bad one in the bunch. and there's so many. I could probably be here for hours thinking it over. Of course, I think I did mention my folks, my relatives. I I think back, I didn't have a bad relative. There was not one rotten relative in my life. They were all there to see me through, to uh, to help me out where possible, and to put in their 2 cents to help me grow into the person I've been. And hopefully I've done that for other people. I certainly hope so. But you see what I'm saying? Think on that instead of going all the time to the stinkers in your life. Think of the good ones. Think of the good ones. And they're out there. They're out there. And if they're still within your range of your circle, uh, maybe a thank you now and then wouldn't hurt, or something to make them feel a little like they mattered to you. If they passed away, well, perhaps a prayer for them. With luck, you'll see them again, all in due time. See what I'm saying? I don't know. I just like the idea of thinking of the good ones instead of the stinkers. Oh, we all have our stinkers in our lives too, of course. But I'll bet you find that there's more good than bad. I'll bet you do if you really look into it. Way more good than bad. It's a thought. I think of I may have mentioned already, my brother, couldn't ask for a more decent human being, him and his family. Just amazing. Just amazing. And my kids with their families now. Mm, really cool. Anyway, I said just thought I'd run that by you. It's a good thing to do on a day like this, and I think you'll be glad if you just go through that exercise every now and then, thinking on the ones that were such a help throughout your time here on earth. We'll see you later. God bless. Lord's Prayer moment for them. Whew. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory forever. So be it. There you go. I think I'd count God as being on your side too. Sure as heck is. We'll see you later. Bye now.